Hello, Virgo. Welcome to Dove and Serpent Tarot. My name is Paul. If Virgo is your sun, moon, or rising sign, this is your tarot card reading. Remember to hit the like button, leave a comment, consider subscribing to the channel, especially if this reading resonates with you. If there is anything you would like me to pray over, or meditate upon, or send positive energy toward, please let me know. Now, this is going to be a general reading, so try to be open and receptive to whatever may come through during our time together. I am merely the messenger. And I ask you to connect directly with each of these cards and use your own intuition to take you beyond the details that I might provide. And remember, Virgo, that the most important part of any tarot reading is you. And Princess of Wands. One of the kind of the most challenging cards, you know. I feel like right now you have this kind of an impulsivity about you, right? I feel like you are really really fired up to take action. I feel like maybe there's a situation where it's kind of just it almost is like I don't know exactly what to do. I just know I need to do something, right? I feel like this is also kind of it's like that. It's like that childhood kind of innocence again, you know, where we don't really think the consequences through, and we just want to do something. We want to apply ourselves to something. We want to take risks. We want to take adventures. We want to just we want to create. We want to act. Right. This is the card of impulse to behavior without a lot of filtering in between. You know, I feel like you're somebody who is very young at heart, young in spirit. I feel like you have a very strong sense of playfulness. You have a very strong creative drive. It's very you're very full of vital energy. Okay, but I think that there is something that we need to think through all the way before we act on it. Right? Sometimes this card doesn't really think before it acts. Okay, but we see this kind of drive, we see this kind of creative impulse, and we just really need to kind of focus it and harness it, and maybe give it a plan, right? Maybe think it through, think of the consequences, and see where it's going to go. Next card we have, Queen of Pentacles. So we have the very cool. We've got fire and earth for one thing. Fire and earth is that the electrical circuit of manifestation, right? Fire to earth, heaven to earth, above to below. It's impulse to behavior, right? It's will, and then it's action. It is it's the inspiration then becoming something real and something manifested, right? But we have the Princess of Wands, right? This is earth and fire. This is water and earth, and this is the Queen of Pentacles. And I think this really is, well, it's exactly what we've been kind of talking about. This is kind of your future self. This is kind of like if we have an inner child, right? Then this would be our inner older adult, you know, our inner parent kind of thing, right? That's kind of saying, look, Paul, I know you want to do these things. I know that's kind of what your energy is pushing you toward, but let's think it through. Let's imagine our future self looking back at this decision that you're about to make, or not even really a decision. It's like just a move. You know, it's this behavior, this manifestation of some kind of impulse. We could call it a decision if you want to make it easy. But it's our future self, the Queen of Pentacles, looking back at what we did. And are we going to be thinking it was the right thing or not, right? So something is before you right now that really is requiring you, I think, to act very quickly, but we also need to think it through all the way. We need to ask our future self, is this the right move? Is this what I should be doing? Okay, and so there's kind of a moment of reflection here. See, the Queen of Pentacles is always looking at the past, looking in that long and winding road that brought us to where they are, right? And I think that this is kind of what we need to do in the present moment. before we let our inner child kind of act in this impulsive way, we need to kind of project that energy out into the future. Let's run it through in our minds. How's it going to play out? What is this going to result in for you? Okay, I don't know if it's a work thing, family thing, friends, if it's romance, if it's whatever it is. We're going to do a few more cards, and maybe we'll get an idea. Well, we have the Hanged Man, and the Hanged Man is underneath everything. And it could really be the Hanged Man is saying that whatever situation you're in, you've kind of been stuck there long enough. So it's almost as if I have remained inactive for too long. Now I'm going the opposite way. I'm going to be just intensely active, you know. So I feel like there's kind of and the Hanged Man, you know, can go either way, right? So I feel like this is being stuck in one position for too long, far too long. And now there's this impulse to push forward, whatever it takes, no thinking, just doing, right? And so I feel that there's something going on with you right now that it needs to change. We need to, and we don't want to be suffering here anymore. We don't want to be lingering. We don't want to just be hanging around, right? I know, bad pun. It's time to make a move. It's time to do something to change our circumstances if we are not happy with them. We want this Hanged Man to really be the triumphant one, right? In that sign of victory rather than in this very awkward position where there's not a lot that we can do, okay? It's almost as if, like, literally our hands are tied, you know? And so if you're in this position and you feel as if your hands are tied, you feel as if you are locked up in a tower or backed into a corner, right? It kind of feels like the Princess of Wands is the only way forward. That the only thing I can do is to just push as hard as I can. It's not really a moment to think it through and do all this kind of stuff, right? It feels as if this is urgent and it just requires this very impulsive reaction, okay? I think that's what you're going through at the moment. The Magician in the past. I feel like with the Magician back here in this position of and this position is kind of what brought you here today, right? This is the issue that really has a direct bearing on the reading today. And I wonder if you feel as if you were tricked or lied to or somehow like manipulated into a situation, whether it's a business thing, friends, family, coworkers, if it's your own business, if it's something at work, if it's something with a romantic partner. I feel that there's something that you were kind of blindsided by something and you find yourself now in this position. And it seems as if there was some kind of shady dealing going on with someone in the fairly recent past. I don't know the time frame here yet. I'm getting someone with a B name. I don't know if that means anything to you. But I feel that this was an intentional misleading, like you were intentionally misled by someone in order to get you to agree to something or sign up for something or switch phone plans or, you know what I mean, something. And now it kind of feels as if you're locked in, you're Hanged Man. It's almost, we're in this uncomfortable position and almost feel like there's nothing we can do. Okay, let's keep going. Let's see what is the desired outcome. Well, we've got the Death card. And the Death card now very rarely does it mean actual death, okay? What the Death card is change, transformation, evolution. It's about letting things go and moving forward. And in some ways, I feel as if this is indicating that you almost don't have a choice here. You know, in your mind, okay? That the princess, that the fire and earth, we have impulse and manifestation, impulse to behavior, right? That you don't have any choice but to do this, okay? Because the alternative is you're stuck in this position. So it's kind of like, it's kind of as if you're being forced to do something quite drastic in order to free yourself from some situation. Yeah. Let's do, what is the future? Another court card. A Princess of Cups, which is interesting now because we have the two princesses, right? And, well, there could be a sibling thing going on. It could be something with a sibling for you, okay? But it's interesting that the princess is earth, right? The princesses are all representing the earth element. This is earth of fire, this is earth of water. Well, this is earth too, but this is the Queen of Pentacles. This is a more experienced earth energy, okay? But it's also water of earth. So what it seems to me is that this reflection of thinking these things through to the future, asking our future self, what is the right thing to do now? What is my future self going to be happy that I've done, with my actions? And it almost seems as if we are being guided toward a very different kind of reaction than the Princess of Wands. Now we have a Princess of Cups, so it's fire, water. It's kind of doing the opposite of what that impulse is. So I wonder if there could be a particular strategy here that is being indicated to you. Now, I don't know exactly what your situation is. I want to select the mystery card, and then we'll look at the path of the serpent and see how this is going to develop. This is a random card from the Smith-Waite Tarot. And this is going to go just right here. We're going to put Jimbo, the Lizard King, a.k.a. Mr. Lizard, right there on top. And we're not going to look at that card until the very end. But it will tie everything together, and it will give us the confirmation that we need. Okay. With the Death card here at the very top, I feel like it really, the situation has that feeling for you, that anywhere but here. That I need to do whatever it takes to get myself out of this situation. Okay. But with the, with the Princess of Wands, it seems like this is going to be just banging our heads against the wall until the wall decides to move, okay? The water is a little bit of a different strategy. The water is a little bit more subtle, a little bit more calm, a little bit more flowing, a little bit softer. It's almost as if we have to yield in order to strive. Yeah. And with the Hanged Man too, and well, there's a lot of water. Even the Death card is a water card, right? It's a Scorpio energy. So I feel as if we're being guided toward calming down this initial impulsive reaction that we're having. You're getting heated, you're getting angry, you're getting upset, and it's easy to do something rash, right? We're being kind of told to sit quietly and allow a more subtle strategy to come. I wouldn't be surprised if we had the Art or Temperance card in here. But let's look at the path of the serpent. And of course, as we do this, I would like to ask for your subscription. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do. Totally free, doesn't cost anything. Okay, and it does help out the channel. So what is the general energy now in the path of the serpent? Another court card. So now we have 1, 2, 3, 4 court cards. This is the Knight of Cups. So see, now we're kind of going in the fire to the water. Again, kind of showing that we are able to we're able to express our will. That fire energy is not really changing in the sense that you still have the same objective, but this is you employing a different method, right? It doesn't always serve you to just go in with this heightened, kind of angry and frustrated energy, when maybe we could go in with a calmer energy about us, and we might actually be able to kind of penetrate our way into the situation differently, right? And I don't want to say it, but sometimes this card is just kill them with kindness. I've heard that expression before. And so it seems like there's something that you're getting very upset about. And I don't know that I even want to post this reading because I feel like it's not helping you much for me to say that to you. But it seems like Spirit is wanting you to not act on those emotions, not to act on that frustration, not to act on that anger. Okay? Let's keep going. This next card is the card of the environment. Another court card. Wow. That's a lot now. I mean, we're getting quite a few. Now we've got air and water. It's the Prince of Cups. The Prince of Cups in the environment, yeah, this is kind of going back to that Mercury magician card that we had, where I feel like this was a past event. This was somebody that kind of tricked you into something or manipulated you or took advantage of you in some way. And this is that person, okay? And this is somebody who I think you felt a harmony or a resonance with. Could be a friend, family member, coworker, could be a romantic partner, I don't know. Somebody that you felt an emotional resonance with, a spiritual resonance. You thought that you were vibing with this person, right? But they had a ulterior motive. They had a hidden agenda. And that's the magician card back there, okay? What you saw was not what you got. What you were expecting, what you were being told, was not the reality of things, okay? There was a lot of, misdirection, sleight of hand, magician kind of tactics, right? And I feel like this is that person with the water on the outside here, right? And the secret truth inside this card. This is somebody that made you believe what they thought you wanted to believe. Same tactics as a magician here, right? That they told you what you wanted to hear. They made you feel a certain way and made you believe what they wanted you to believe. Okay? And I don't know what this is regarding. Let's see, maybe the next card will help us out. And it's another court card. Oh my gosh. I feel like there's a lot of people here. What's with why is there so many people here? Is this something that is affecting more than just you? Or was it a group of people that are involved here in some way? The fact that we have multiple court cards, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and the rest is major arcana. This is pretty rare to get a setup like this. The presence of the major arcana tell me there's a large number of people involved here. It's a group of people, either on your side or the other side, but there's a lot of people here, right? Individually, the cards, I think, are really talking about aspects of you and your kind of your approach to this. And maybe it's something where one day we're just really, really angry, and the next day we're a little bit more sullen and sad about it, right? And we kind of go from fire to water, from that really active and fiery frustration and anger to just being sad and just being kind of heartbroken and, wishing we can understand how this could happen or why this would happen or how people could do this, right? The Knight of Wands is in the position of our difficulty, our obstacle. And again, it's that obstacle to not just really to just go like, full bore pedal to the metal in this situation. It's taking a lot of maturity on your part to hold back from letting it all go, from just letting yourself get carried away. Letting the anger and the momentum and this rage, really this frustration, take you away like the horse is running off with the rider. It's taking a lot of your maturity and a lot of your focus and discipline to not do that, okay? Let's do another. Of course, it's another court card. I don't know what to make of this. Part of me doesn't want to even post this reading because I feel like there's a large group and I feel like we need some kind of like assistance here. We need some help, I don't know if this is something that you are particularly alone in. I feel like there are other people. I feel like this is kind of your family thing that's involved. It's something going on with more than one person for you. So maybe it is a sibling thing. Maybe there's actually a lot of family members. We see the princesses, we see the two princes, we see the two knights, and then we've got the Queen of Pentacles. You know what I'm actually kind of even thinking? Is that this is one family versus another family, or one group versus another group. And the Queen of Pentacles might actually be you. Yeah, because it's the only one that doesn't really have a match, doesn't have a counterpart. So I wonder, even for some of you, if this is you mediating between the two groups. You're trying to somehow start a truce here, somehow create some peace between these two groups. Because it kind of feels like you're right in the middle of this. Okay? And I don't know, maybe this is something where you're not really taking sides, or you are taking sides, but for the sake of getting this solved and resolved, you're trying to just be the voice of reason or the voice of kind of practical wisdom here. Not even reason, really, because we don't have a single air card here. You're trying to be the voice of just kind of practical things like, yeah, of course, we are enraged at this situation, but we've got to think calmly. And we've got to think of the practical consequences, right? We want to ensure for ourselves the best possible outcome. We have to be calm and we have to think practically. Yeah. This is very strange. I've never seen a reading with so many court cards and then literally just the major arcana. We'll look at the mystery card, but I think we should do something else. Maybe we'll do a hexagram from the I Ching first. Let's see if the I Ching can give us a wise solution or a method, a strategy for moving forward. How can we navigate this situation? How can we guarantee or assure the best possible outcome for whatever this exactly is? Our hexagram is 53, gradual progress. The woman marries, good fortune, constancy bears fruit. Gradual progress. I like that. Bonds develop gradually, organically, as raw emotional energies are channeled into a lasting partnership. We grow into life's possibilities and evolve in our relationships. This yields results gradually, provided you have the patience to stay loyal to the destination as the journey unfolds. What is evolving here, and how can you be more patient? I don't know exactly the nature of the relationships involved, but I feel like this gradual progress and this patience is really the name of the game for the Queen of Pentacles. To approach things not with this hot-headed, seething kind of rage and frustration, but to think it calmly, slowly, patiently, to get that best possible outcome, to get the kind of, to get to the destination that you truly want here. And maybe the mystery card will help us out. Let's take a look. If you have a prediction for this one, put it in the comments. Now's your chance, okay? I don't know what to predict. I would like to see something, either some good water energy, an Ace of Cups, a Ten of Cups, Ten of Pentacles, something really satisfying, something really, something that we can be very thankful for, something to give us the reassurance that everything's going to work out fine. Everything's going to be okay. But we cannot act with this fire energy. We cannot act based on this kind of, boiling emotion. Let's see what we have. Yeah, there's the Ace of Cups. All right. This gives me a little bit of relief because it feels like, okay, hey, things are going to get better. Things are going to be okay. There may even be a kind of an unexpected benefit from this situation. And I know right now, I still don't know if I'm going to post this because I feel like everyone's going to hate this reading. But I feel like this is a situation that is going to improve. It's going to get better. You're going to be okay. And it is your patience and your practical wisdom that's going to really make everybody feel better, that you're the key to solving this. So don't let yourself be dragged into the fire energy here and into this kind of rage or this impulsive kind of energy. Maintain your calm demeanor, and your practical wisdom. The Ace of Cups is very good. We're going to do an extended reading too if you want to stick around. There is a link up top. There's one down below. New readings. For Virgo, every Tuesday and Saturday, 6 a.m. Chicago time. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do. It is totally free, doesn't cost anything. And leave a comment. Let me know how you're doing. Let me know where in the world you're watching from. I want you to know that you're the most important part of Dove and Serpent Tarot. I thank you and I love you, and we're all in this together.